Hello, welcome to the series of video lectures on object-oriented programming with C++. In last lecture, we have discussed the grammar of C++ language. In that, we have discussed the variable declaration instructions. In today's class, we are going to discuss the arithmetic instruction. The logical instruction we'll discuss in case of if statement. So, starting with the arithmetic instruction, the very first instruction is LHS RHS. Now, in mathematics, this operator is equality operator, which specifies that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. But here in C++, this operator is not an equality operator, rather it is known as the assignment operator. And the task of the assignment operator is to assign the right hand side to the left hand side. The reverse is not true. At right hand side, either I can place a value or variable or an expression or equation, but at left hand side I can only place variable. Now one by one we should discuss all the cases. मान लेते हैं मेरे पास एक integer variable है and I want to initialize a value in that 5. So this is variable assigns value. What will happen? Let's say this is a variable n. This will hold 5 now. Now take the second one, that is variable assigns variable. If I take another variable m and I initialize it with n, now what will happen? Again a variable m will be created और अब इस variable m में n के अंदर जो भी value होगी वो initialize कर दी जाएगी. n के अंदर value 5 stored है, that will be assigned to variable m और इस तरीके से m में भी क्या आ जाएगा 5. Now this operation is actually the copy paste, not cut paste. Copy paste होने के कारण n में जो value है उसकी एक copy m में assign कर दी जाएगी और n में जो value 5 है वो बनी रहेगी, n empty नहीं होगा. Now next, variable assigns expression in z and if I write n plus m. Now जब ये expression solve होगा 5 plus 5 it will be 10 और अब 10 will be initialized to z and this will contain 10. तो इस तरीके से राइट हैंड साइड पर आप वैल्यू भी प्लेस कर सकते हैं, वेरिएबल भी प्लेस कर सकते हैं और एक्सप्रेशन भी प्लेस कर सकते हैं, लेकिन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पर सिर्फ और सिर्फ वेरिएबल होगा. क्यों? अब हम इसे डिस्कस करते हैं. जब हमने राइट हैंड साइड पर वैल्यू रखी थी तो वैल्यू वेरिएबल में असाइन हो गई. वेरिएबल बना ही होता है वैल्यू को स्टोर करने के लिए. सेकेंड केस की बात करें, जब हमने वेरिएबल में वेरिएबल को असाइन किया, so the content of variable n, again it is a value, will be assigned to the variable m. Now this value will be stored in the variable m and as this is a variable it will hold the value. Now in third case where variable assigns expression, this is the equation will be solved first and the value will be obtained by solving that and that value will be initialized to z. So each time either I put value or variable or expression from right hand side, the value will be assigned to the left hand side. Value के केस में direct value assign है, लेकिन variable के केस में variable की value variable में assign हुई है और एक्सप्रेशन और इक्वेशन के केस में सबसे पहले एक्सप्रेशन को सॉल्व किया गया और एक्सप्रेशन को सॉल्व करने के बाद जो वैल्यू आई वो वेरिएबल में इनिशियलाइज की गई या असाइन की गई. इस तरीके से राइट हैंड साइड पे कुछ भी हो सकता है, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली चूंकि राइट हैंड साइड से लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में एक वैल्यू ही जा रही है जिसे कि आप किसी वेरिएबल में स्टोर कर सकते हैं, इसीलिए लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पर क्या रखा गया है? वेरिएबल. लेट अस टेक द सेकंड इंस्ट्रक्शन. नाउ the second rule is no arithmetic or logical operator can be assumed to be present in any arithmetic or logical expression. We must have to specify the operator to be used explicitly. This is the second and important rule. Mathematics में आपने देखा होगा, we can write the statement like that: C is equal to AB. Now here A and B are the variable and we assume that there is a dot product. But if we write this statement in programming, this will create an error. Why? Because there is no operator specified. We must have to specify the operator to be used explicitly, so this statement will be wrong. We must have to write A into B. Now third rule is the statement must be single line. In mathematics I can write the expression like that. Now this is actually the two-line statement, but in programming this is not allowed. While programming we must have to write the single line statement A plus B divided by C minus D. So this will be the correct statement. This is not a correct statement, but as soon as I write the single line statement, the answers may differ on the basis of the BODMAS rule. Now take the example. If we assume that A is equal to 20, B is equal to 40, C is equal to 10, D is equal to 5. If we take this one, the answer will be 4. Now if I try to solve this one, the result will be 19. So इस problem को solve करने के लिए then we'll use the brackets. So use of brackets, parenthesis, curly braces, square brackets. So first of all, parenthesis. The first use of parenthesis is the parenthesis is used to decide the sequence of execution, and that is very much similar to the mathematics. In mathematics also, this parenthesis is used to decide the sequence of execution to resolve such problem. E is equal to A plus B divided by C minus D. First of all, B divided by C will be solved. Let's say a quantity X is obtained. Expression में plus और minus के precedence same है. First plus will be executed. Let's say we'll get Y minus D, and then the Z quantity will be there, and this will be initialized to the variable E. In this expression, like E is equal to A plus B, put a bracket over here, divided by C minus D. A plus B पहले सॉल्व होगा, सीक्वेंस चेंज हो गई, यहाँ पर क्वांटिटी X will be obtained divided by C minus D. Now the quantity Y will be there, and then a quantity Z which will be initialized to the variable E. Now take the third case. If I write E is equal to A plus B divided by C minus D. In that case, first of all, A plus B will be solved, quantity X is obtained, then the quantity Y will be obtained, and then the quantity Z, and it will be assigned to E. जो डिवीजन सबसे पहले सॉल्व हो रहा था, वो डिवीजन ब्रैकेट्स के यूज के कारण सबसे लास्ट में सॉल्व होने लगा, एंड दैट इज द यूज ऑफ parenthesis, that is to decide the sequence of execution. Now the second use of parenthesis is to specify the condition in case of if statement or loop. For example, if I write if, then we will have to specify the condition over here. So to specify the condition, that condition must be specified in the parenthesis. Now next and last rule of the parenthesis is to pass or accept the arguments to the function. For example, I have a function factorial. So here in this example, factorial is the name of function, and n is the input parameter, that is the number for which we want to calculate the factorial, and that must be specified as or passed as an argument to this function. So this is the use of parenthesis. Now the second, the square bracket. The square bracket is reserved for array. Now in array, it is used in two different manner. First of all, we should discuss what is array. An array is a collection of elements of similar data type under a common name in contiguous memory fashion. There are three basic properties of array. If I name it as A, so an array is the collection of elements of similar type and size under a common name, सभी का नाम एक सा होगा, in contiguous memory fashion means जैसे ही एक memory location खत्म होगी, दूसरी start हो जाएगी. The first use of square bracket in array is to specify the size of the array. So if I want to declare this array, what should I write? Int, that is the data type, A is the name of array, and the size of the array is 5. The second use of square bracket is again related to array. As we know, all the locations have the same name, सबका नाम एक सा है. Then how can we access each individual location uniquely? उस केस में यदि मैं यहाँ पर 5 रखना चाहता हूँ और यहाँ पर 10 प्लेस करना चाहता हूँ, तो what should I write? That is A assigns 5 and then A assigns 10. Why? Because both the locations have the same name. But this do not specify uniquely कि ये 5 यहाँ जाएगा या यहाँ आने वाला है, ये 10 यहाँ जाएगा या यहाँ आने वाला है. ये प्रॉब्लम इसलिए आया है क्योंकि सारी लोकेशंस के नाम एक से हैं, और जहाँ कहीं एक सा नाम हो, जहाँ कहीं नेम कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हो, there must be another way to identify each and every one uniquely. As all the array locations share the same name or common name, the name conflict will be there, and to resolve this name conflict, an index value is assigned to each and every memory location of the array, and that index starts from 0. इसको समझने के लिए हम एक एग्जांपल भी ले सकते हैं. मान लेते हैं क्लास और वहाँ 5 स्टूडेंट बैठे हुए जिनका नाम अमित है. टीचर आता है, अमित कम आउटसाइड. कौन अमित बाहर आएगा? हो सकता है पांचों बाहर आ जाए, हो सकता है वो अमित बाहर आ जाए जिसे न बुलाया गया, हो सकता है 2 अमित आ गए, हो सकता है 3 अमित आ गए, कुछ भी हो सकता है. लेकिन दूसरे केस में यदि हम बात करें, टीचर सेज दैट रोल नंबर 2 कम आउटसाइड, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? तो वही अमित बाहर आएगा जिसे कि एक्चुअली बुलाया गया है. यहाँ पर भी ऐसे ही होगा. यहाँ हर लोकेशंस के नाम ए है, To identify each individual location uniquely, I must have to assign an index, and that index is the unique integer number in the range of 0 to size -1. So अब मुझे इस तरीके से स्टेटमेंट लिखने के बजाय यदि मैं चाहता हूं कि ये 5 यहां जाए, I must write a index 0 assigns 5. The index of that memory location must be specified in a square bracket to access that particular location. If I want to store 10 over here, I must write a of 1 is equal to 10. So this is how the square bracket is used to identify or access any particular or individual memory location out of the array. Now, third bracket is curly braces. The first use of the curly bracket is to specify a block of code or group of statement. For example, if I write if statement, I must have to specify the condition over here and then a group of statement. This is known as the block of code or group of statement. Now, second use of curly braces is the curly braces is used to define the scope of a variable. Scope is the area or lifespan in which a variable is accessible. If I define a variable inside main function, so this variable can be accessed anywhere in this program. Now, but if we want to access this variable I outside this, we cannot access it due to the scope problem. If I define another function fn and if I try to access the same variable over here, then it is not allowed due to the different scope. This can be achieved in two different manner. या तो मैं यहाँ पर फिर से इस variable I को declare कर दूं, but in that case this variable I and this variable I will be having different memory location and different scopes. This I can be accessed in this scope only and this I can be accessed in this scope only. Another method is just to declare a global variable. यदि मैं यहाँ एक variable declare कर देता हूँ I, now this variable is not the part of main specifically, neither this is the part of the function fn. This is common. So now I should not declare this again. This will be the global variable. A single variable will be created and that will be accessed either from this function or this function. So what is this second use of curly braces? Scope of variable. Now the third and last use of the curly braces. Whenever we want to initialize an array at the time of declaration, the curly braces is used. For example, if I am having an array and I want to initialize values in this array at the time of declaration, I can write like that. Now what will happen? Somewhere there will be an array. 5 locations will be there. All the values separated by comma will be stored at different memory locations automatically. So the curly braces is used to initialize the values in the array at the time of declaration. Now there is a variation. If I write int a and I do not specify the size and write the same statement, now this will result the same. यहाँ पर मैंने size specify नहीं किया है, but दोनों ही cases में output will be the same. But what will happen if I specify the size but insufficient values are passed? उस केस में array create होगा, 5 locations will be there, the values will be initialized in the memory location starting from the index 0 और बची हुई memory locations पर 0 assign होगा. So this will be the difference. So these are the uses of the bracket. Now the last rule, that is the fifth rule, is based on the first rule. In the first rule we have seen that at right hand side we can have the expression. Now any expression will be having operand 1, then operator that will be operated with operand 2. For example, A is a operand, plus is the operator and B is another operand. This expression will be solved and we will get a value at right hand side and then this value will be initialized to the variable at left hand side. Now in mathematics, the type of value which is evaluated is dependent upon the type of operator used. For example, if I write 11 plus 5 and if I write 11 divided by 5, what will be the result? In that case we'll get 16 and in that case we'll be getting 2.5. इससे हमें ये समझ में आता है कि मैथमेटिक्स में रिजल्ट का टाइप ऑपरेटर के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट होता है. इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द ऑपरेटर, बट इन प्रोग्रामिंग इट इज नॉट सो. इन प्रोग्रामिंग रिजल्ट का जो भी टाइप होगा वो ऑपरेटर पर डिपेंडेंट ना होके ऑपरेंड्स के टाइप पर डिपेंडेंट होता है. सो इफ वी राइट दैट द ऑपरेंड 1 इज ऑफ द टाइप इंट, no matter which operator is used and the second operand is of the type int, we will get a value of integer type. If the first operand is integer, no matter which operator is used and the second operand is of the type float, will get the value of the type float. If the first operand is float, no matter which operator is used and the second operand is of the type int, the values obtained will be of the type float. If the first operand is float, no matter which operator is used and the second operand is of the type float, we will get a value of the type float. Actually, rule is whatever is the largest type of operand in any expression, the result of evaluation of that expression will be of the same type. यहाँ int float में float बड़ा इसलिए result किस type का है float, float int में float बड़ा इसलिए result float type का है, int में int बड़ा इसलिए result int type का and so on. एक्सप्रेशन के सॉल्व होने पे जो वैल्यू आएगी वो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पर वेरिएबल में इनिशियलाइज की जाएगी. उसके लिए आपको कुछ बातें ध्यान रखनी होगी, वो कुछ इस तरीके से. इसे समझने के लिए let us take some examples. Let's say I have integer variable c and if I write c is equal to 11 by 2 and if I try to print this value c, what will be the result? The options are 5.2, 5.0, 5, nothing. So here जब कभी ऐसा हो तो first of all solve the right hand side and apply these rules which we have discussed. Now 11 is an integer quantity, 2 is an integer quantity. Integer operated by integer, the result will be integer quantity. So after solving this we'll get 5. Now this 5 is an integer quantity and that has to be stored in the variable c and the variable c is of the type integer. So the complete value will be stored in the variable c and finally the result will be 5. This is the first case. Take the second case. If I write int c is equal to 11 divided by 2.0 and now if I try to print this variable, the value of variable c, what will be the result? Options are same. Again solve the right hand side first. 11 that is integer operated by float, the result will be float, means 5.2 will be generated. This 5.2 is 4 bytes quantity and now we are initializing this in a variable c which is of integer type having capacity of 2 bytes, means 4 bytes की quantity मैं 2 bytes के variable में store करना चाहता हूँ, that is not possible and hence only value 5 will be stored in the variable c. Third case, let's say float c is equal to 11 divided by 2. What will be the answer? Options are same. Solve this one. 11 integer operated by integer, the result will be integer. 5.2 will not be generated. Only 5 will be generated. Now, this 5 is an integer quantity which requires 2 bytes of memory and we want to initialize this into the c variable which is of 4 bytes. So total complete value will be stored in the variable c. But previous case में जैसे कि c ने दशमलव के बाद की वैल्यू को एक्सेप्ट करने से मना कर दिया था, यहाँ पर बिल्कुल उल्टा होगा. फ्लोट वेरिएबल इंटीजर वैल्यू को एक्सेप्ट करेगा जरूर लेकिन वो उसे फ्लोट में कन्वर्ट कर देगा, मतलब वैल्यू प्रमोट होगी, वैल्यू एक्सपांड होगी. इस तरीके से यहाँ पर 5 असाइन होने के बाद जब c में वैल्यू स्टोर होगी तो इट विल बी 5.0 और 5.6 टाइम्स 0. In last case if I write float c is equal to 11 divided by 2.0, what will be the result if I print c? Options are same. Now in that case again integer operated by float, the result will be 5.2 at the right hand side. Now this is 4 byte quantity and now we want to initialize this into the variable c that is again of the float type. The capacity are same at the both sides. So full value will be assigned to the variable c and finally if I try to print this, the value 5.2 will be displayed. In case of first and fourth case, the value which is evaluated at right hand side, the capacity of that value is same with the capacity of the variable at left hand side. The capacity of the value at right hand side is the same at the capacity of the variable at the left hand side. Then the total value, full value will be initialized. But in case of second and third case, यदि right hand side पर ज़्यादा capacity की value है और left hand side पर जो variable है वो कम capacity का है, उस case में value truncate होगी. If the value at right hand side with the larger capacity as compared to the capacity of the variable at left hand side, the value will be truncated. On the other hand, if the value at right hand side is of less size as compared to the variable at the left hand side, then the value will get expanded. So this is all about the arithmetic instructions. The logical instruction we'll discuss when we'll discuss if statement. Please do like, comment and share. Subscribe my video channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.